So what kind of city do we want to build? Do we want to prioritize fast movement of vehicles, or do we want to have a city that responds to the safety concerns, the real safety concerns that exist?
Seatbelt, check. Mirrors, check. Speed limit, what about that? Well, Calgary's default speed limit has dropped from 50 to 40 kilometers an hour. If you don't see a sign saying otherwise, you have to drive 40 on that road.
People just slowing down just a little bit in their communities to make it objectively safer in terms of having fewer people injured and killed every year on our neighborhood roads, but also to make our communities more enjoyable. And we see lots of people getting out right now during COVID, walking and cycling in their communities. And so I think it's maybe more important now than it has been in the past.
Safety advocates say while some may criticize reducing speed limits, arguing it hampers the flow of traffic, it actually saves lives and time, especially when Calgary is witnessing more pedestrian collisions.
And we have created a transportation system that is dangerous to drivers themselves, as well as vulnerable road users, which include children. So I'm glad we're starting with looking at residential neighborhoods, but we have to come to terms with the fact that there are 9,000 collisions happening in our residential neighborhoods. And of those, 550 per year result in serious injury or death. That's a significant number.
So how will drivers determine what speed limit to follow where?
The best way for people to check that out is to go to calgary.ca/saferspeed. And we have an address lookup as well as an interactive map, so you can zoom in and see exactly where those speeds apply. But the best thing to look for is posted speed limits. If you don't see them, you should anticipate that if you're in a neighborhood, it's 40 kilometers an hour.
The city has spent a whopping $2 million in new signage and $300,000 for education and outreach to Calgarians, including social media messages and radio advertisements. Assessment of the effectiveness of this new speed limit is due in 2023. In Calgary, Henna Saeed, City News.